Video game theories are a dime a dozen. Gamers frequently crowd internet forums and Reddit, spilling all their ideas about their favorite games. However, every now and again, a theory rises to the surface that blows everyone's mind. Usually these theories try to answer unanswered questions in video games, but they also bring up entirely different perspectives no one thought of before. Are you curious about these mind-altering gamer theories? If so, plug in your controller and get ready. Unless, of course, it's wireless, because I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 shocking video game theories that could actually be true. Fun fact, this isn't connected to anything right now.
It's controlling me.
Oh, go. Go, Tristan. Jump. You can hear him jumping.
What a terrible, terrible intro.
We're back. #25. The Madden Curse. The Madden Curse is a video gamer's theory of theories. Originally starting out as a joke, it quickly grew to become a popular theory, starting with Garrison Hearst on the cover of Madden 98. Soon after he appeared on the cover, he broke his ankle. Of the 19 players featured on the game's cover, 17 have suffered severe season-ending injuries soon after their video game's release. Just a coincidence? That's what EA Sports would like you to believe. #24. The Last of Us and Uncharted are in the same world. Naughty Dog's Uncharted series and The Last of Us are two of the most popular and famous video games in the modern age. Now, video gamers believe they're both in the same world, but with The Last of Us occurring years or perhaps decades after Uncharted. Some of the evidence includes an Easter egg newspaper in Uncharted pointing to a disease. They think that disease is the same one happening in The Last of Us. Now, if that's true, the main question remains, is Nathan Drake of the Uncharted series still alive? Or could he blow everyone's mind and show up in The Last of Us 2? #23. Every Call of Duty game is one long escort mission. This theory attends that every Call of Duty game is essentially one long escort mission, and the person they're escorting around is you. Characters are always telling you what to do in the game. Enemies rarely shoot at you, but shoot around you. Also, you're never really leading anything, but going from one place to the next with someone else in front of you. Ramirez, stop that plane with your face. Ramirez, save the world with your shoe. #22. Limbo is about a boy reliving traumatic memories. Not much information is provided about the world and game of Limbo. It's essentially a dark adventure puzzle game loaded with symbolism. While there are plenty of theories about what the story is all about, one that sticks out the most is that the main character is reliving childhood traumatic memories, and the only way out of Limbo is to deal with them. #21. Dark origin of Minecraft. In a crazy scientific theory for the ages, one video gamer believes the world of Minecraft is actually a dead star, and the sun that orbits it is the Minecraft inhabitants' old world. Still with me? Essentially, in the old world, they faced extinction from the dying star, so they blew up their old world to create a new star and moved to the dying star and began building on top of it to build a new inhabitable world. That's why when you get to the very bottom of the Minecraft world, you can't go any further because it's a dead star. So when you look up at the sun orbiting the Minecraft world, you're looking back at your old home. I said it was crazy, right? #20. Mass Effect 3's hero is possessed by aliens. Mass Effect is an epic video game trilogy about Shepard fighting aliens called Reapers. However, by the end of Mass Effect 3, you have three options: control the Reapers, destroy the Reapers, or become the Reapers. It's a no-win situation, because in each situation, Shepard dies. This fan theory suggests that these endings point to the Reapers spending the entire trilogy trying to indoctrinate Shepard to become a Reaper. At the end, the choice to become a Reaper is deemed a good choice. #19. Mario keeps Luigi from destroying the world. For a long time, many have believed Mario to be the stronger and more capable hero of the two Mario brothers. However, this theory postulates that Luigi is much more powerful than he puts on. In fact, Luigi is so powerful that he could eventually destroy the world, and that's why he sticks with Mario wherever he goes, hoping that if he one day goes berserk, Mario will be there to stop him. #18. Kirby is an apocalyptic world dweller. Kirby is a cute pink puffball, sucking up his enemies and turning them into stars. No one's ever equated his adorable world with a horrific post-apocalyptic nightmare. Until now. One fan theory suggests that in Kirby 64, Kirby wanders a post-apocalyptic frozen Earth ruled by robots, fully intent on killing Kirby before he saves the day.
17.
Majora's Mask is about the 5 stages of grief. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask was a bizarre and controversial follow-up to the widely popular Nintendo 64 game, The Ocarina of Time. Regardless, it has a solid cult fanbase, and many players have noticed the connection the story has with the 5 stages of grief. Clocktown is denial, the Woodfall Temple is anger, Snowhead is bargaining, the Great Bay represents depression, and Akana Valley represents acceptance.
16.
The Pokemon War Theory. Where are all the parents and adults in the Pokemon world? The Pokemon War Theory explains that there must have been a devastating war, wiping out most of the adults and only leaving behind a select few. The rest are children, running about trying to find monsters and making them fight against each other.
15.
Metal Gear Solid 3 never actually happened. Metal Gear Solid is another long-standing and popular tactical franchise that never seems to get old. Some gamers took notice when Metal Gear Solid 3 showed clues that everything in the game might not be what it seems. The theory suggests MGS3 starts right after Metal Gear Solid 2. In the opening, Solid Snake is told to start the Virtuous mission. He replies, "Virtual mission?" Some believe this line was intentional and pointed to the fact that the whole game is actually Solid Snake in one big virtual reality.
14.
Super Smash Bros. Sad backstory. While most people equate Super Smash Bros. As a standard fighting game like Tekken or Street Fighter, there's surprisingly a lot more behind it. Starting with the first game all the way up to the latest installments, Smash Bros. Secretly tells the story of creator Masahiro Sakurai growing up playing with Nintendo characters and then moving on to actually create the characters for them. Sakurai created Kirby. In Smash Bros., the Nintendo characters are toys controlled by the Master Hand. In the theory, each game reveals how Sakurai feels about making the games, and it's surprisingly dark, including taboos, stress, and feeling torn in two.
13.
Most Ubisoft games reside in the same universe. Much like the Naughty Dog combined universe theory, one video gamer promotes an even bigger theory, that all major Ubisoft games reside in the same universe, including Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Ghost Recon, and Watch Dogs.
12.
Squall doesn't make it out alive in Final Fantasy VIII. This theory is essentially a dream theory, indicating that at the end of Disc 1 of Final Fantasy VIII, when Squall is pierced with ice and falls, he dies. The rest of the game, Disc 2 and on, is a dream or vision of what Squall sees before he dies.
11.
Pokemon Lavender Town suicide. While this is more of a myth and creepypasta than an actual theory, it's worth mentioning. Also called the Lavender Town Syndrome, the Pokemon Lavender theory claims that a peak in children's suicides on February 27, 1996 in Japan happened after visiting Lavender Town in the Pokemon Red and Blue games on the Nintendo Game Boy.
10.
Mario and his friends are just actors. With Mario and his friends ending up in a myriad of different game genres, including racing, sports, puzzles, and role-playing games, many have wondered how Mario and his friends can take on so many roles. This theory suggests that Mario and his friends are just actors, and all the games are merely stages they play on. This theory is also based on the fact that in Super Mario Bros. 3, the whole game looks like it's on a stage. I mean, look at the opening. The curtains even go up.
9.
Portal companion cubes hold human remains. In Portal, the companion cubes act as pseudo-characters and helpers to get through the many mazes. One theory suggests that they have a dark history, including having dead human bodies inside them.
8.
Silent Hill 2's Mary is in the trunk. Silent Hill is freaky enough without more people throwing theories on it, but here we are. In Silent Hill 2, James Sunderland's wife writes to him before she dies of an illness, requesting he meet her at their special spot. However, the theory states that she never died of an illness and James murdered her and put her body in the trunk. She was in the car trunk the entire time.
7.
In Max Payne 3, the ex-cop is a ghost. In Max Payne 3, Max is frequently visited by a fat ex-cop who has a wife and daughter. Many believe this character is actually a ghost, haunting Max of the life he could have had if his wife and daughter hadn't died.
6.
Animal Crossing is about a child-abducting cult. Just when you thought video game conspiracy theorists couldn't make things any darker, they went and made Animal Crossing super creepy. This theory claims Animal Crossing is about human trafficking, making you an indentured servant and brainwashing you into joining a creepy cult. Actually, now that I think about it, that makes a lot of sense.
5,
The Skyrim apocalypse theory. The land of Skyrim is a massive world full of mysteries and uncharted secrets. One specific mystery revolves around 5 bug jars scattered across Skyrim with different bugs inside and runes under each lid. Some have theorized that if all bug jars are collected and the runes are deciphered, it'll mean the total and utter annihilation of all mankind. So do us all a favor and leave the bug jars alone.
4,
Donkey Kong Country is anti-American propaganda. Many know Donkey Kong as the villain stealing princess and fighting Mario, but in Donkey Kong Country, he becomes the hero fighting his own villain, American imperialism. In this theory, Donkey Kong is on a Caribbean island trying to steal back the bananas that King K. Rool stole. During President Roosevelt's time in office, the US helped big business take over the banana trade and allowed monopolies to thrive there. The theory speculates Donkey Kong is essentially fighting President Roosevelt. This connection, plus the fact that many of the villains are also dressed like American military grunts, and you have a very compelling argument.
3,
Fallout 3 predicted Deepwater Horizon. In the game Fallout 3, players can receive radio transmissions from various radio stations around the haggard post-apocalyptic city of Washington, D.C. Some of these transmissions are in Morse code. One theory claims to have interpreted the Morse code, and one of them predicted the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico.
2,
Aeris wasn't supposed to die in Final Fantasy VII. No gamer wanted to see Aeris from Final Fantasy VII die, especially if they had built her up to be a powerful character. Some thought the death felt rushed and out of nowhere, which led to a prominent theory. Originally, Aeris was never meant to die. The theory claims the narrative never called for Aeris to die, but was quickly put in to shake things up and create chaos. Another theory similar to this one states that Aeris was meant to die, but was also meant to be resurrected later in the game, but the creators decided against it.
1,
Zelda Breath of the Wild is Zelda 3 in the Hyrule timeline. There have been numerous Zelda games released after the original Legend of Zelda. Many have assumed they never followed a concrete timeline, but were sole adventure games of their own. However, this fan theory suggests that there's a mythology tying all the games together, and that The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2 The Adventures of Link, and Zelda Breath of the Wild follow each other chronologically. This means Breath of the Wild is technically Zelda 3. Reasons for this include Zelda falling into a deep sleep at the end of Zelda 2, and Link and Zelda waking from a deep sleep in Breath of the Wild, the old Hyrule destroyed in the Breath of the Wild, and the lack of any mention of the Triforce. So, what's your favorite video game theory? Or you know what? What's your favorite video game? Let us know in the comments below. Yeah! That was dumb.
It was.
They have to see my sweet hat.
I don't know. I think it was pretty good. Yeah. I got that it was Link going, yeah!
Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the bottom right so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these 3 videos here or just head to our website at list25.com.